Roberta Gratz has been a driving force for preservation and livable cities for decades. She founded and led a determined 20-year restoration of the historic Eldridge Street Synagogue. Once deteriorated and decaying, the restoration received a Moses Award in 2008. It is now the museum at Eldridge Street. Roberta partnered with Jane Jacobs, her friend and mentor, to found the Center for the Living City. It builds on Jacobs' groundbreaking work. Roberta continues to believe in the power of community action.
From the 1970s on, what brought New York back was through the advocacy of local groups, preservation groups, all sorts of people, but from the bottom up.
Roberta served on the City Landmarks Preservation Commission for 9 years, known for her fiercely held positions. As a dedicated urbanist, Roberta bought a home in New Orleans after Hurricane Katrina and wrote a book about the city's struggle to recover. She has written several books on preservation and cities. Her most recent detailed the late Joan Davidson's impact on New York as head of the J.M. Kaplan Fund. Her articles have appeared in the New York Times, Wall Street Journal, New York Magazine, and other publications. They are now collected at the Preservation Archive Project. Roberta has received national fellowships and numerous awards. The entire preservation community has benefited from her guidance.
Thank you. I appreciate this honor, not just because it acknowledges my work, but from where the honor comes. The Landmarks Conservancy, founded 50 years ago, the Conservancy has enriched the quality of life for everyone living in New York, and is just about the last man standing, the last one standing, of what used to be several diligent organizations who could be counted on to be strong advocates for the interests of the people of New York. But the Conservancy has been dependable and steadfast in the most critical issues of today. It has been loud and forceful in defending the remaining truly urban neighborhood around Penn Station. The Conservancy was early and steadfast, along with City Council member Gail Brewer, in fighting the demolition of the extraordinary 1889 West Park Presbyterian Church. Sadly, the Commission continues to be a formidable adversary. The four-story 1832 old merchant house on East 4th Street, one of the city's most important and fragile landmarks. Both the exterior and interior are designated highly unusual. The elaborate, delicate plasterwork throughout the house is beyond extraordinary. But recently, the Landmarks Commission approved construction for a 10-story new building adjacent to the old merchant house. Moreover, scores of landmarks across the city are falling apart or already torn down due to lack of enforcement, a power the Commission has but is reluctant or unwilling to use. But it's not just the Landmarks Commission that has gone off the rails. So has the Planning Commission, approving one upzoning after another, bringing new towers to low and modest scale neighborhoods, and losing the existing affordable units that got torn down in the process. And according to the Community Service Society, the city has lost 526,800 affordable units between 2002 and 21. I learned years ago from a master citizen advocate, Jane Jacobs, that if you say yes, but Your but gets lost. You are counted as yes, and you lose all negotiating strength. First, you say no, and when the proposal is off the table, you agree to negotiate a new appropriate plan. So her wisdom should remain a beacon to us all. It is now 2024. Sometimes it just doesn't seem possible that for 50 years I have been writing about and championing the voice of preservation and community in many cities, but especially in the city I care so much about. Through that time, it has been my distinct privilege to have been associated with the Landmarks Conservancy. They have been inspiring, they have been supportive, and they have been steadfast. I am truly humbled to be honored by them this evening. Thank you.